It's time for your Sandusky Speedway weekly race recap show. Your hosts, Chris Mize and Doug Duck.
Hey there. Hi.
What's happening, people? First off, I want to thank all the veterans out there. Without you guys, we won't be able to have shows like this and live in a free society. I want to thank our military serving overseas and homeland. I want to thank all our first responders, police, fire, EMS, doctors, nurses, and tow truck drivers.
There you go.
How's everybody doing out there?
I'm doing good.
You good?
You're further away from me than you normally are.
Oh, that's because we got him in the middle.
Oh, boy.
Oh, great.
His great appearance.
Here's the great appearance of our Sandusky Speedway track promoter, Kevin
He
Jaycox.
better get used to this.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes. I was just talking to him earlier about that.
Yeah, take over.
Yeah, when are you taking this?
Oh, you guys
So-
missed me.
Huh?
Said you guys
Okay,
would miss
what?
me if you just leave me.
We could watch you every week.
Right.
Right now, we can watch him every day. There's Kevin.
Exactly. Right.
So, first off, had a pretty good weekend. You know, we were a little short on modifieds. We knew that going in. All kinds of issues. Tire issues, the main thing. And we've been preaching it, Doug, all year.
Right.
Tires,
Right.
tires, parts, this, that, the other. We got some beer stocks that are out right now waiting on parts. It should be back on this weekend. Got some Renegades. We got, same thing you people are feeling out in the world, we're feeling here. But we had good racing. We had pretty good racing going on. We almost had a Renegade feature winner unseated for the first time this year.
Wow.
It was close.
Tell me about that.
Noah Patterson gave him a good run and almost got him. I mean, when they come across for the white flag, it was hell, Kevin. You were seeing it. It had to be this much.
It may be a foot, if that.
Yeah, and I call it something else offline, but it slipped up going into one a little bit, went up, and Clayton got the lead. But it was a good race. So we got the winners for the week, Doug.
We do have those. I worked all day on them. So here they are.
There you go.
You got to tell me about Rich DeWitt. How'd that happen?
He drove a good race. I mean, He went 3 wide, gave me a heart attack. But it's you don't see that coming out like Richie's got a fast car.
Mm-hmm.
Richie works on his car every night. Richie's got a fast car, and Kevin, you know this from the beginning of the year. Richie come out, he had a fast car.
Right. I do.
And I've told Richie, from day one, I said, Richie, you got one of the fastest cars out there. I said, the problem is, you're a lot like Jimmy Black used to be back in the day. If the voices aren't talking, you're okay. When the voices start talking, you listen, and that's. But he he ran a good race. And he got up front, and they weren't gonna catch him. He was well deserved. He's been waiting on that win, and then Clay Lusk. That kid. We only had two of them running, him and Jaden. But I'm telling you, no offense, Jason Stanfield, but about another year or two, Jaden in the right situation is gonna be tough, and so is Clay Lusk. I mean, these kids are out there running, and that's what they are, Doug. Kevin, what year did you start racing front wheel drives, Kevin?
2008. Yeah, I believe 2008.
How old were you?
Ooh, 11, 12.
Well, how old are you now?
27. I'm bad at math. Whatever that is.
14 years ago, so
13.
13, yeah. See, I'm bad at math too. But no, it's 14. Whatever it was, you were, at that age. But these guys are, I'm telling you, you're going to see some wins out of these kids as the years go on. Especially Clay Lusk. I just like the way that kid handles the car. There's some wins coming, and then we get, like I say, in the Renegade division, Clayton won. But I'm gonna tell you something. It wasn't like some of the past wins. He had to hustle for this one, and side by side, and I gotta throw a special prop out, just not because it was Kevy's. I shouldn't call him Kevy on here, but I'm gonna. Doug, it'll always be Kevy.
You will be Kevy.
Kevy, yeah. It might say Kevin Jaycox Jr. on that page, but not because Kevy's dad owns the car, but Spencer Atkins drove a car Saturday night with no power steering.
Ended up third.
He ended up third, but
he drove it from the moment it left the pits without power steering.
Yes, he drove it out of the pits without power steering. No. So some of you out there, you might think, "Oh shit," especially people my age or older. Remember, Doug, power steering, no power steering back in the day. It's not
like an option on a vehicle.
Right. That was an option. It's not like that with these front wheel drives, and to drive that car without power steering, but to drive that car in the fashion he did, I don't care what anyone says. The way he drove that car.
He drove it side by side with another car cleanly without power steering and extremely competitive. For what, third place?
It was third. He took third. It doesn't matter. He drove side by side with few cars lap after lap, and I very rarely, and I've been called a prick lately quite a bit on the Facebook world, but that's fine.
Wow.
But very, very rarely do I'll give props out and say great job and stuff in the pits, but to get on the radio and walk over and I want to talk to that kid and say what a good job he did, because he didn't have, not only did he have power steering, how he drove. There's an up and coming talent that I think everybody needs to keep their eyes on, because that kid drove the wheels off that car. So, and like I say, that's it. Now we got big weekend coming up, and Kevy's took over last Wednesday night. Kevy,
it was like Wednesday. Yeah. I think it was Wednesday night.
It was Wednesday because we announced it. We're on Wednesday. Kevy's been working his ass off since Wednesday, and Kevy, this is where you're going to take over what we got going on this weekend.
There you go. We'll sit
and if you screw up, you want me to say the few things, and then so you don't forget something.
There you go. There you go. Less talking, I gotta do the better.
So Friday night we got the 5th annual Renegade Rumble. Purse is up online. It's a pretty good purse. What is it, Kevy? 900, I believe, to win now.
It's 900 for first, 500 for second, and 350 for third. It pays $100 and up from ninth on up, and 10th it pays 75. So it's a great payout.
We got the sponsors here somewhere.
All right. Well, talk about that bump and run then. Well, he's doing
it's
that.
very important.
All right, the bump and run.
Kevy, that was your creation.
But the bump and run, we're gonna do a bump and run Friday. It's gonna be a little different than normal. We're not gonna have 8 whatever cars wants to go out there. It's gonna be your last 6 qualifiers to go out there and run the bump and run for $275. We did it like that so it kind of helps spread the money around a little bit. To make sure that more money goes deeper in the field and just to help some of the younger people, like what was that kid's name, Chris? You were just talking about
Jason Stanfield. These guys, listen here, and this was all Kevy's. Listen, people, this was all Kevy's doing.
His dream.
We have a bump and run. We normally this, that, and the other. Well, within not even a day. What is it, Kevy? 275 or 225 up for? Okay, yep. 275. And so Kevy, come up, he goes, hey, I want the bottom 6 qualifiers to go out and run so they got a chance to run for some money that night. And it was a great idea. And so our sponsors for holy crap, I got sponsors. Let me do the sponsors for the whole Renegade Rumble. How's that? Including the bump and run. K&K Performance donated $50 for 5th and $50 for 6th place in the Rumble. Mikey Olenberg, I believe, what was it, Kevy? 75 to the Rumble, 25 to the bump and run, or was it?
Yeah.
Yep.
75. That one.
Yeah, Mikey Olenberg, $75 to the purse for the Rumble, 25 to the bump and run. Nikki and Kenny Sharp, $50 for the last place running car. Mr. Jaycox Jr. there, $50. Kobe Cameron, $100. Kobe on our safety crew donated $100.
Wow. And
Mikey, like I said, for $25 for the bump and run. And then we had some other people come in. An anonymous sponsor for the bump and run was $50. You know who you are. Now, this purse wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for Lubrication Supply LLC, who's the entitled sponsor of the Renegade Series and the Renegade Rumble. I mean, his sponsorship money, a lot of it goes into that for the year. Boom Pro Trucking, presenting sponsor. Odin's Paradise, presenting sponsor. These guys all stepped up, and this is where this money comes from. For the extra money on the purse. And for the bump and run, I thought it was a great idea, to do that. Now, we will be walking these guys out like we did last year from, announcement. They walk in front of grandstands, get in the car and go out. It's a pretty prestigious event for the Renegades. I think, 5th annual. There should be right around 20 cars, I believe, Kevy. Isn't that what we come up with? About 20 cars?
I believe over 20.
Yeah, I'm going to stick around 18, 20. And I think, there's a chance to be over that. But in today's world, that's a good car count for this run. Now, Kevy, come up with something else. And here's what it's going to be. Dollar night on on stuff. $1 to get in. Which is normal. $1, believe it's Bush Light, ain't it, Kevy? For the beer,
yes.
$1.
Yes.
And then $1 hot dogs. Well, what we're gonna do is back in the day, and back a few times, the bar would be open afterwards, and we'd have a party. Well, what we're gonna do as soon as the race is over, we're gonna continue that $1 Bush and Bush Light. The bar will be open, the music will be playing. A lot of guys are staying overnight to come back the next day, so we expect to see you there. I love the parties in the pits, but for $1 for Bush and Bush Light, can't go wrong. Come on in. We want to see everybody come in. Fans, you don't have to drink beer. We'll sell you a Pepsi product too. Come in and meet the drivers, sit around bullshit with them on a different atmosphere, Doug. That's, So we're going to have a party in a bar afterwards, and then we roll right into Saturday. It's a big day, another big day. And this was put together, Doug, a couple years back, with the Renegade Rumble on Friday night and MSS rolling in on Saturday. So what were you going to?
So the bump and run is up to $375 with this $100 donation.
Thank you, Ed.
Thanks, Ed McKnight. Appreciate it. Appreciate it greatly. ECO Mechanical. Ed's a generous person in the racing community, not just with us, with others, and we appreciate it. Just like Dean Henry, we'll be giving away pizza tonight, Big D's Pizza. So, $50
to where do you want that to go, Jeff?
That's bumping around as well. Better go right in my pocket, Smith. But we roll into Saturday night. We have MSS Midwest Super Modified Series, North Coast Stock Series, Renegade Stock Series, and Beginner Stock. So first time 2022 Super Modifieds invade the track. We always know when they come in, we're not far away from high model. So, we look forward to that. We anticipate, right around the word come in, 12, what was it, Kevy, today, 12 to 14, or right around 12, 12, 13 supers. Still be a good show. Be a good show. I mean, they're doing everything they can, and we'll put on the best show we can put on. So now that night, I believe tickets $17, isn't it, Doug?
18.
18. Front gates 18, back gates 30. Friday night, pit gates open at 3:30. Hot laps 4:30. Qualifying will be around 6 with racing 7:30. Everything's backed up a half hour on that night. Saturday night, racing at pit gates open at 3, normal times. Racing and hot laps and general admission at 4. Qualifying around 5:30 with supers and that, and racing at 7.
Okay, another $50 donation from Atkins Glass, and you want that to go to which part?
That bumping around hell. You're gonna have guys.
You're gonna be paying out almost the same as you do for the feature.
Clayton, why are you down in the bottom 6?
I got a chance to win more money.
Yeah. It's just a great idea. It was a great idea. And then, we're entertaining the thought. Kevy brought it up. I'm not sure, but we're entertaining the thought of the hot dog race on Saturday night.
Oh my!
That would be our third hot dog race for the belt. Yes. Pit pass. If you buy a $30 pit pass, you're allowed anywhere in the property, grandstands or pits. So the general admission ticket, 18. You're allowed in the grandstands. Can't go in the pits. So I mean, it's normally this race here is the kickoff. Kickoff actually to go to high miler, Doug. I mean, Kevy's a promoter now, but he's also got, just in the big track, he's the promoter over both now, and
he's taller than both of us.
Yes, he's above us, but even on here, but it starts off in a few weeks. We got a few races until then, but in a few weeks we start off. What is it? 21st in that time period, that Saturday and Sunday. We're off on the big trip.
And 24th.
Yeah, 23rd and 24th. You're right. We start out with the go-kart track. We start our hard miler starts on, and Kevy's got his hands full. We race Saturday night, Sunday. Then we come back Wednesday before the Thursday at high miler, And Kevy's got some big things going on that Wednesday night that Kevy will do a live on the karting page. And
For that one,
the
I
next,
will.
huh?
For that one, I'll do a live for.
Yeah, and you know, he'll do a live in the next week or two going over that. You know, make sure you go over and like Sandusky Karting Series, and you know, he'll go over that. I'm telling you, I'm not a go-kart guy, Doug. I've told you this many times, and for some reason, a couple years ago, you know, when we were having some issues with the go-kart track, I got mad one night, and you know, me and Kevin, Big Kevin, were talking, and Kevy's there, and I says, just let him run the damn go-kart track. I'll make sure that it's in. I'll be out there every Sunday in the morning prepping it. And well,
aren't you glad you said that?
Yeah, here we are. You know,
There you go,
and one thing before, Doug, just hold that thought just 1 second. One thing before is, you know, my days are getting numbered. Everybody knows it. You know, I'm not saying I'm going to not be around this, that, and the other, but, you know, it's time for me to slow. I'm a relic, old school. Kevin, you know, has got a lot on his plate. And what Kevy's did, and I ain't kissing your ass because you think you're my boss, but.
Yeah, but try telling them something.
Yeah.
For that matter.
I'll text him when I yell at him. I ain't calling him.
Yeah, what Kevy did with the go-karts is, you know, in all reality, we went from 12 karts to anywhere from 40, 55 karts, you know, with the way he ran things. And it's time. We need some young blood in, some new thinking. So, you know, we pretty much handed the reins over, and there he is, you know.
He likes it when I say that millennial thinking.
Oh, come on. Please don't. Please don't.
And I don't know. Let's not say millennial. He hates that, and I pick on him about that too. But, you know, the younger thinking is, you know, what you know, you go with me and Kevin, we're in our 50s, mid-50s, and you know, we went through the late 80s, 90s, and you know, it's a different time period now. And not saying that we're right, wrong, or indifferent. It was time for Big Kevin to pass the torch on to little Kev. And you know, I joked around today and told Kevin, Big Kevin, I says, you know, and not too many people know this, and I'm not going to explain. I sent a text message out one day, a couple years ago, and you guys know what that was. And I said I'd be there and make sure everything would be okay. So I joke about it and told Big Kevin today, I says, if you die, I'm done. It's all Kevin. You know, I said I'd be there for you, laughing, you know, but I'll be there as long as Kevin needs me. And you know, as time goes on, he'll get his group of people. Doug, you know how it goes. He'll get his group of people, and there's no doubt in my mind that this kid won't be successful at what he does, you know, and the torch will pass on, and then me and Big Kevin can sit up in grandstands, drink beer, and criticize him later on Facebook.
Right. Yeah. Exactly how to do it.
Yep. Whether he did the best thing in the world, well, we're going to find fault in something, you know. But I'll joke and say,
I got payback coming from you, Mize.
Nah, it's all good. But now it's your turn to talk, Kevin. What your plans are?
Before you go, autograph session on Friday or no? They've been asking.
Yeah, we'll have an autograph session on Friday when, you know, we got dollar night. You know, hopefully a great crowd. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of kids there. There was surprisingly a lot of kids there Saturday night, and you know, the kids love the autograph session, and we'll have time, and we'll do an autograph session. Yes, so you guys bring your hero cards or whatever to Candy. Richie DeWitt always brings a big box of candy, and when all the kids were clearing the track, I go raid the candy box. You know, so.
All right.
But Kevy.
Hold on. Two more things. So the bump and run's up to $475.
Holy shit!
And they're starting a shoe fund for you, Kevy.
Oh,
everybody.
Everybody. What's wrong with your shoes?
Saturday wasn't the best day for me when it comes to the driving point. See, I grenaded a motor in qualifying, got out of the car, my whole bottom of my shoe fell off my racing shoe.
Okay. Well, they're starting a fund for you. Go fund me. All right, go ahead.
No, actually, if you guys really want to know, that's why we made them promoters, so you can make a little extra money to buy shoes.
Buy shoes, yeah. Then we're going to demote him so he can go back to driving.
Yeah, once he gets the driver's shoes, all right, you're done. No, but Kevy, you know, I give you a lot of shit. Your dad gives you a lot of shit, and some of the ideas and that through the years, just look at you and shake my head. But you know, you got a vision in your head because I've already had to listen to you and different stuff, and that's fine. So explain what your vision is. Every promoter's got a vision, and it ain't what your dad's was. It ain't what, you know, the direction me and your dad, so to speak. Your dad owns track. He's a promoter. We've worked together now, back with him, 7 years now, Doug? And then, you know, time before we were like an old married couple, love-hate relationship, and can't get away from each other. But, you know, what's your vision moving forward?
I just want to bring Sandusky back. Oh, shit, my battery just went down. Hang on.
Oh, no.
I just want to bring everything back. I want to bring back some old traditions, like you were talking about. Everyone used to go back, have the party in the bar and stuff after the races. I want to bring everything back to more of a community, back to like how we turned the go-karts into. You know, everyone that comes to go-karts, family, and not saying that the big track isn't. You know, I had engine troubles in my modified, and I had every modified driver here down there trying to help get me out there just to make a lap. You know, that's the stuff I want to keep going and build on. And I want to start building some bigger shows. You know, the past couple of years with COVID and everything, it's been kind of hard to do anything big. I mean, we've been lucky enough to keep the Rumble going, which has grown into something amazing, I think. And obviously, we still got High Miler and everything, which can't really mess with High Miler. I love High Miler. It's a great show. It's coming up. But I just want to build everything kind of back up and build it a place that people are proud to race of. Not saying people aren't, but just keep on going.
Well, one of the first things, you know, I'll help you out a little bit. We've talked a little bit about the North Coast Stock Series having a race for a couple of years. That and the other. Well, that's come up again, Doug, and I'm not in the chat rooms. You know, I'm not in that chat room. Kevy's in it. Them guys are putting together, just so you pure stock guys know, they're putting. We don't have a date yet. We're still working on different things. Kevy and them are, I should say, because but you're looking at a big deal with North Coast Stock Series right now, aren't you? Sometime towards the end of the year.
It'll be later in the year. We kind of want to build it kind of like the Rumble, but do a lot of things different, so it makes it unique. But we want to have it on a dollar night just like the Rumble, but we're going to have some pretty special things that a couple people have already brought up about in there. I think it's going to be really big, really exciting.
We're looking at either doing a dollar night, but the problem is, you know, when and you're finding this out, Kevy, and this is what I fought for years back, and your dad's fought. When you tried, all of a sudden, what do you do? Fall off the chair, Doug?
Not yet. I think he's trying to.
There's our promoter. He tripped and fell. Electric's not on over there. So what we did is, you know, you have a hard time when you start looking for dates. I'm getting dizzy with him now. And
I got to relocate out of your chair.
There's different tracks got different things going on, and we might have to throw this on a cavalcade and make it a big deal on a cavalcade, then go into next year and put a dollar in the night. We don't know yet. Kevy's talked to me about it, a few others, but North Coast Stock Series, that will be a dream come true. Kevy come in, and that's one of the things he wants to put a marquee event, one of his first events. So, you know, there's different things. You know, Kevy's been over doing some stuff every night. Mike Ehlenberg, unfortunately, was involved in a crash. He works for the track, and he's been off, Doug, trying to fix his car for the Rumble. So, Kevy, about had a heart attack. I pulled in there yesterday, and he's picking up trash and sweeping the grass off the front sidewalk, getting floor, Yeah, I'm like, son of a bitch. Now he's a promoter. He's getting paid a little extra money. Now he's going to do something. I'm just kidding, Kevin.
Come on.
Yeah, we're not paying you.
But anyways, getting to the end here. I know we're getting ready to do drawings, but I ask everybody out there. I asked you last week. Please support this. Big Kevin is the CEO, and he's does all the financial for K&B Promotions, which is the owner of Sandusky Speedway. I'll still be around, running the races, but I'm going to be drawing back on a lot of you guys would reach out and talk to me or Kevin. And lately, in the last couple of years with Kevin's job, a lot of stuff went through me. Then I went to Kevin. That'll all switch. Don't think I'm being a smart ass when I say, hey, listen, you're going to have to get a hold of Kevy with this idea or talk to Kevy, and let him run with it. I didn't have to hold his hand long, so to speak, in a sense, when he went to the go-karts, and I don't anticipate that me and Big Kevin are going to have to do that on this side of it, too. So what are we giving away tonight, Kevin? What are we giving away tonight, Kevy? Now that you're the promoter, we know we're giving away a Big D's pizza.
Doug was telling me about it. Doug, what are we giving away tonight?
No.
No. All right, I'll tell you what we're going to give away.
I spin the wheel. That's all I do.
What we're going to give away is Big D's Pizza, Dean Henry, Clyde, Ohio. We thank him. He's been gracious all year. Listen, support your local business. Guys like Dean and that, you go to the gas pump, you're paying a lot more. You go to the grocery store, you're paying a lot more. Us at track, go to the store to buy the food for the concessions, we're paying a hell of a lot more. So's Dean. These mom and pop restaurants are really paying a lot more. So, when they up, you don't say nothing when you go to Red Lobster or something like that, and it's a little bit higher menu. You just, oh man, there is prices. Someone like Dean Henry or Big D's Pizza, all of a sudden the pizza goes up $1.50 more, and oh my God, well, yeah, be glad it didn't go up $3. It should have. So support your local companies, your local restaurants and stuff. And then the next thing we'll give out, Doug, is 2 tickets, 2 hot dogs, 2 Pepsi products. It's only worth $6 for Friday night, but it's still 2 free tickets. Okay. 2 hot dogs and for Friday night. And we'll give away Kevin's on, of all people to be on, huh? Jesus. All right. Yeah, the phone's going to ring. It's coming out of your pay. No, it's coming out of the promoters.
Right. You guys.
Here, Kevin, here's $10. You were in on it with the guys. We're going to give 2 tickets, 2 hot dogs, 2 Pepsi products away for Saturday night Supermodieds. So that's about all we're going to give away tonight, Doug. I'm not doing flag dropping. For the Renegade Rumble, I already got honorary flagmen. We got sponsors that put up a lot of money, and they're going to have first choice on the night, and that roll into Saturday.
Push Jeeps or anything like that?
Ed McKnight will have his push Jeep there, or there'll be a couple push Jeeps there. Yeah, I'll give away Saturday night. I'll give away 1 push Jeep ride, Doug. How's that?
Yep.
So, and then I tell you what I'm going to throw in. Saturday night, I want you guys, whoever wins this, make sure you're tracked by 6:30, and I'll come up tower or find me. Tell them to find me. I'll come get you, and you come back, take you through the pits, super modified pits, come to the drivers' meeting, and then you go back in the grandstand.
Pit tour.
Pit tour, drivers' meeting, yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
And I'll do that. Whoever wins can bring 2 people with them, 3 people,
Wow.
So it's but you got to be there at 6:30 because Lord forbid I go at 10 after 7 because I'm late.
What day is that?
You'll even be at home going.
That's on Saturday, right?
Saturday was super modifieds. All right, here we go.
You're gonna do a
Big
drivers
D's
meeting
Pizza?
at 6:30.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Just making sure. All right, we ready?
Yeah. All right. Be there at 6:15. So Doug's already not even going to be there, but his OCD will kick in and be calling me at 6:20. Did you meet them people?
Are you late? Are you
late? Did you meet them? Oh my God. I'm down here in Toronto, Ohio, and I'm going nuts.
Right.
Hashtag Sandusky Speedway.
Yeah.
Here we go. Big D's Pizza, Clyde,
Big
Ohio.
D.
Dean Henry. We want to thank him.
All right.
You can only win once this year. This
Ron Calhoun.
Ronnie been wanting to win that pizza.
He what? May want it. Go
He's
with
been
it.
wanting to win it. Now watch, I'll give
Okay.
it. I give it to the police. I'm really sorry I drove through with an open container.
You got it. You got it, Ron.
There you go, Ron.
There you go. Dinner night.
Okay. Yeah, now you take Hope out. Hopefully she ain't watching. You can tell her you're going to buy her pizza.
She's watching.
And then when she comes Saturday, I'll tell her, no, he won that, Hope. So,
You're getting some.
All right. So next one, 2 tickets, 2 Pepsi products, 2 hot dogs. Friday night, Renegade Rumble, 5th annual.
All right. 5 years. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. I remember the first one. And
Yeah.
it just seemed like a year or 2 ago.
Yeah.
Chris Schindler. Okay. I got something else, Doug. We're heading Saturday night. I didn't forget, Ed. I'm just waiting until the end. So you know. All right. And then 2 tickets, 2 Pepsi products, 2 hot dogs, Saturday night, MSS Supermodieds.
All right. Kevin Jaycox. Oh boy.
Yeah, I can see what he's putting. I'm keeping them. I'm keeping them.
Right. I'm not losing that money.
I'm not losing that money.
Kevin, you have to pay.
Kevin Jr.'s going, what are you doing? I just saved money.
Todd Lusk.
Todd Lusk. There you go. Now the next one is for the Jeep ride.
Okay.
It's funny, Kevin. Me and you buy a ticket and go sit and drink beer.
All right.
Louise Willoughby. All right, there you go. They're there every week, Doug.
All right.
Every week. And want to thank him, the Mr. Willoughby. He's a member of the United States Coast Guard. Thank you for your service, sir. Appreciate it, and appreciate you guys' support every week at the racetrack.
Definitely.
Now for the pit tour Saturday night. See Supermodieds. If you win, you can bring 2 friends. Look, make sure you get a hold of me, 6:15
Or so.
or so. Chris, he already won.
You're already a winner. Can't win 2 features.
Choppy Chop. I think Choppy Chop will be racing, but you know what? Choppy, if you want, or let you pick somebody to go in there. He's been struggling. I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna let him keep that and pass that along to someone, Doug, because what Kevy, for 2 weekends in a row, he's been out there thrashing and hadn't got the car running and had to buy different stuff. So Choppy, you go ahead and pick whoever you want to take that. All right.
Is that it?
No, yeah, that's it for drones. Now, what the hell happened there? Talk about OCD, huh?
Yeah.
You know, we've lost a lot of people in the last few years. First off, we lost Ed McKnight, sister Jean McKnight, who was always at track dog. Jean, big supporter of Sandusky Speedway with Ed. Lost through the winter. Saturday night during the MSS Supermodified show, we're going to do a tribute to Jean. So, you know, all you that knew Jean, make sure you come out. We're doing a special tribute to her. Great woman. Like I say, the brownies, that's what I'm going to miss, the brownies, Doug. She used to make brownies and have them back in Ed's trailer and stuff. Oh, my God. I like brownies, but there was something about her brownies. And you know, she's going to be, there's a hummingbird about 5 feet from me. Did you see the shadow? And there's something about a hummingbird that comes up on you. It kind of spooked me. Sorry, people.
I don't know. He's just there in midair staring at you.
He's staring at me. I'm like, what, man?
What did I do?
A racer from the past coming to get me. But
Zuckerberg.
Yeah, Zuckerberg. But you know, she was a great woman, and like I say, you know, Ed wanted to do something, and we put it together. Ed did, and so we're going to pay tribute to a great woman, Jean McKnight, on Saturday night. It was hard for Ed. They were close. It's been hard on everybody this year, losing all the people we've lost. And on the flip side of that, in my opinion only, one of the greatest promoters that I'll ever know, the greatest that I'll ever know, was killed Saturday or Sunday, I believe. Saturday, I think it was, Bill Bader.
Yeah.
You know, Bill Bader's got ties to Sandusky Speedway from the 70s. You know, Larry Bowe started out with them. Took Norwalk Raceway Park at the time. That was just a couple little bleachers and a hole-in-one drag strip out there, and built it into an empire. You know, the IHRA took IHRA and took it to a very competitive national level before switching over in 2006 and becoming an NHRA track. He's got the NHRA Nationals, Night Under Fire. That's all a creation of Bill Bader. I had the pleasure of actually being friends with Bill Bader through the years, and you know, friends. And you know, what a great guy, Doug. You know, Kevy, he just, it's a huge loss to the racing community, you know, and our prayers also go out to the Bader family. So, you know, when you guys hit your pillows tonight, make sure you say a prayer for the McKnight family again. And this Saturday, come on out and honor Jean McKnight and say a prayer for the Bader family. I mean, the greatest promoter that I will ever know, you know, was Bill Bader Sr. And it'll always be in my head, some of the things and the way he did things. And listening to him talk, I've sat down many times bullshitting with him. Listening to that man talk was just amazing, you know, how he did things. So other than that, Kevy, you got anything?
I just want to ask you guys for a chance. You know, I want to try to make this into something special. And I appreciate the opportunity. And Doug and Chris and Dad obviously helping me. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Doug Dot?
That's all I got.
All right, people. Big weekend at Sandusky Speedway. Hope to see you there. Thanks. God bless you all, and God bless America. See you.
See ya.
Later.